Welcome back. Just going for a pleasant little swim after being victorious against the Guardians. And you may notice that the terrain looks a little off if you're observant. You'd be right. And today we learn a valuable lesson. The valuable lesson is when you're using snapshots are not meant to be played long term. Snapshots are meant to test out new features because they're buggy. You're supposed to play a snapshot, test out the new features, report the bugs as you find them, and help make the full release better. Because there are times when things happen in the snapshots that are wholly unexpected. Wholly unexpected. For example, your T-bone cow cooker could mysteriously have most of the redstone, or no, all the redstone completely disappear. Plus, the glass mysteriously disappearing. Burn, cows, burn. You could have most of your house disappear. I'm trying to sense the pattern here. It appears it was the acacia wood all disappeared, the torches from here disappeared, the glass all disappeared. All of the redstone. Slime blocks is back at the elevator, all the pistons are gone. Leads me to the most interesting glitch. I look down and I was like, oh. Well, at least the dome is still here. If something had happened to the dome, I'd be... Wait a minute. Something's not right in the dome. What? And that's when I realized all the glass in the dome was gone. The whole house down here disappeared, but the water's still flowing around it like it's still there. That's why it's important to always have backups. Unfortunately, my last backup was prior to the battle with the Guardians, but we're gonna revert to that in a second. But I had to do this. I don't know if all of the water will update at once if I put a block, or just some of it. But let's find out. Nothing. Well, that's disappointing. Nothing. Aw, you know, I was really hoping like it would all collapse in on itself. Really was. Nothing. Getting gradually darker back there. Well, and now everything's better again. Or at least as good as it ever gets. Whew. It's a missing dirt block right there. Irregardless. So now I have no prismarine, no sea lanterns. The whole point of this episode we're going to be dealing with these new blocks, dealing with them like it's going to be a pain in the neck or something. But now, we'll find something else to keep ourselves busy. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're backing up your saves. I hope your glass isn't disappearing. Hope you enjoyed the PvP based video I posted. X amount of ooga. Nope. Oh, thank you. Where's your brother? There was 2 of them, right? Holy moly, there's 3 of them. Whew. As you can see from the chat log there too, I also fell from a high place because they still haven't fixed the hitboxes on the slime blocks, and if you fall in a certain spot on them, you can die. But complaining about snapshot inconsistencies is pointless, because like I said, they're not meant for regular play. Although myself and many others do. I can't wait for full release to try out the new things. Come on now. Oh, there we go. I can never remember which one's the death button, which one's the open button. Come on. Any more? Oh well. Let's go ahead. Let's find something else to do. I mean, I'll head back to the temple, monument, whatever you want to call it, here at some point. I don't think I'm going to do it on camera. That was... Whoa. Painful enough. Once. I keep hearing him drowned. Here it goes. And yes, I know I said that a lot, and yes, I know it's not a real word, and yes, I know that it angers people, and no, I can't stop, so I'm sorry. That's all it is. I've been told by several people that I should stop using the word irregardless, and I'm pretty sure already this episode I've used it maybe 3-4 times, so it is what it is. One check. One check. I actually had an idea. I was thinking of doing a farm for the Guardians, but sure as heck am not going to do that now. That is going to be a mission for another day. Assuming that all of my world doesn't get corrupted even further. I think it has something to do with the fact that they're changing the game, like, the world around the game. I think it's the best way to describe it. Like the coarse dirt over here. This coarse dirt did not used to exist. It used to be regular grass, and they changed it. So now it's coarse grass. Coarse grass, coarse dirt. So, I don't know. Maybe there's supposed to be an underwater temple there where my dome is, and the game doesn't like it, and, well, the game can bleepity bleep its bleeping self right in the bleeper, because my dome is staying. My dome was there first. So, We're going to head over to the Skylands. I like the Skylands. The Skylands makes me happy. The Skylands makes me smile. Really? Okay. I didn't mean to do that. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Actually, I did mean to do that. Of course I meant to do that. There's nothing else I could have done in that situation. There we go. There's the... focusing dish. Focusing. Yeah, I said that right. Focusing. Focusing. You ever say words like that sometimes and it seems like, I mean, you say it, you know it's correct, but it doesn't sound right? Especially happens whenever you said a word like repeatedly. I think I had a tutorial once where I had to set a bunch of repeaters to 4 ticks of delay, and every time I did it I said full delay. So I said full delay like 14 times in a row, and let me tell you, it just didn't sound right after a while. Full delay, 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 full delay. See, after a little bit it almost sounds like a foreign language. So, yeah, there's course dirt up here now. Hey, I have a friend. Hello, friend. Welcome to the Skylands. So, I didn't want to come to that. I didn't ask for that. So, we got our focusing dish. We should have built it facing that way, sort of. But what can you do? So what we need to do is we need to figure out something to build over there. Something. But what? Alright, here we are back in the Skylands, nearly on top of the world. We're not going to build up on top there quite yet. We're working our way up. But, whoa! I spent the last 15 minutes bucket climbing up here. It was almost for nothing. So, we're going to do... Let's flatten this out just a little bit. And we're going to build a new, or a different kind of focusing array. As those of you who have watched my other Skyland videos here probably know, I have this little fiction build up around what happened in this world, and the Skylands are a big important part of it. They started experiments out here, and it led to the downfall of everything. Another important thing, if you ever hear right there, that is me rubbing my finger on my mic. There have been a handful of cases where I've recorded a large portion of something and not realized that my mic was either unplugged or muted. And the easy path would be just to check that, but I tend to forget until I'm halfway through recording something, so sometimes I just record myself rubbing my thumb on there. Also, Snapshot just came out, so we got mutton. Yum. There's also supposedly bunnies around, but I've yet to see any of them. As of yet, this snapshot seems to be fairly stable. So, alright. So here's the idea. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. That focusing dish over there was built early in the war. Did I put you there? I did not put you there. Early in the war. So it is more scientific based. This one was built later when things took a turn toward the arcane. And it's going to reflect that. Yeah, whatever, coarse dirt. Okay. You know, it's terrible. I bought probably a dozen games on the Steam sale. I may have mentioned the Steam sale a time or 7 on these episodes. And I come down here to my workstation and I look through my Steam library and I look and I look and I sigh deeply. Nothing to play. And I load up Minecraft. Does that mean that I have a problem? Do I have a problem? I think maybe I have a problem. Okay. I also mentioned that my mouse wheel is starting to go bad, so it's about time to be replacing that. You might notice whenever I'm trying to quick select things like that, I'm not as accurate. It's annoying. So might have to treat myself here directly. I have a bad habit. I'll buy games like that I've played before, and I have like a vague recollection that I had some kind of feeling toward them. For example, last Steam sale I bought Final Fantasy VII, one of my favorite games of all time. Replayed it, and while still good, I can definitely tell it was colored by nostalgia. Definitely. I definitely think that I liked it so much because I played it as a young man. And then this Steam sale was looking, and I seen that Final Fantasy VIII went on sale. And I remember playing Final Fantasy VIII. I don't remember beating it. I was like, well, you know, let's find out. Let's test the waters. I started playing it, and I remember I did not overly enjoy it. Whether or not I will actually beat it or not, we will see. So, but I got that. I picked up copy of Skyrim, Legendary Edition. Got myself a copy of Fallout 3 to complement my New Vegas I bought last time. And why not? Here we go. Really? Just when I was talking about how this snapshot is overall not very glitchy. That's gonna make things more difficult. I'm gonna relog. Fixed. Sometimes that's all it takes. Alright, and these are 4. Okay. Woo! Excuse me. I liked the idea originally when I seen that they're adding rabbits. It's always good to have new mobs of any kind, really. But then it occurred to me, it's just, I don't know. I really don't have any use for them, I guess. I mean, I'll figure something out. It's another farm to build, and there's always a new challenge. They appear to be small and fast, so... But I can't imagine in the long run I'm ever going to use them. Okay. We'll call them creepers up there. Alright. Probably gonna die doing this. And even if I don't, I have no way back. Oh well. Yeah. Really? Alright, from over here it looks pretty nice. Okay. While this focusing dish over here is more designed as like a, I don't know, focusing. This one is almost, I think, pulling power from the heavens? From the heavens. So, I should have just done this. Oh my. Some kind of notification just went off. Facebook. Also known as something that can wait. But good to know that my phone's volume is all the way up. There we go. Fixed. Alright, get rid of this dirt. And just fall. Get rid of all this. And I used even numbers, which is a problem. Yeah, we're going to need something in the middle. I marked off the middle there. Pew, 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 pew. Use that dirt to jump out. I'm going to need to go back and get a couple more supplies. Can I make that jump? Brave, don't fear the grave, right? Nope, not going to make it. Hey, at least guess what? Back home, where nothing is loading up again. So annoying. I can't believe I foolishly I can't believe I thought I was gonna make that jump. Ooh, I got plenty of iron bars. Do I have any adult cows? Just baby cows. Meet you guys back in the Skylands. In my back. What did I say? Right here, 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 and here, right? There, 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 and there. There we go. I did something today I have not done, and I'd say well over a decade. I ran around in my yard through a sprinkler. It was just as fun as I remember. And I don't even care. My neighbor came out to do something and looked at me like I was crazy. That is the Walterd's tip of the day. Don't be embarrassed and not do something that's fun out of embarrassment. Alright, guys. Life is too short not to have fun. Not run around in a sprinkler. It's 90 degrees outside. There we go. You guys think that's high enough? Can I fall down in the middle there? Probably. Whee. Okay. Get rid of that dirt there. I should have put some torches up there. I think I want to have fire up here. Hi. Come on. Fun for everyone. And you too, Mr. Creeper. Woo! That one could have been dangerous. Almost got him. There we go. Oh, most of them survived. How about that? Well, frankly, this has gone on long enough as is, and I don't have the patience to run back and get more netherrack. So, I'm going to go ahead and just plop these up here for now. Call it a day. Pretty sure this episode has run long. I don't think by much, but a little bit. So, remember, get out there in the sun, have some fun, don't be embarrassed. Coal blocks do not burn like netherrack. And what else? Back up your saves. Oh, when I feel like I'm missing something important. What else is there? No, you can't make that jump. It's an important one. I'm going to make that jump, though. Oh, I remember the last thing I remembered to tell you guys. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye!